Dream Life Method, video number 7, and I am still sick because this plague will not leave me, but we will continue. And I want to start this round by talking about the things that people tend to like to use the most with manifesting, and they can absolutely be really great tools, and sometimes it's not enough, and that's part of why I've kind of created this sort of series, because I want to go further and I want it to be more helpful than just saying create a vision board and that's that. Vision boards can be really helpful and really beneficial for a lot of people. Journaling can be helpful and beneficial for a lot of people. And what I have talked about before I started all of this series is also creating a video that could be helpful, or a voice note from yourself where you are talking about your dream life. So I'm just going to cover those really quickly for this video. Well, maybe not super fast, but here we are. I think something that could be helpful is if you are just, there's so many things that you want and feel like you need, then it can feel overwhelming, which is not going to help. And I've already kind of spoken about like breaking it down into the things that you feel like prioritizing. So don't necessarily need to cover that again, but it can be really beneficial to create a list of goals, a list of the things that you want or need the most, and then yes, prioritizing. But then you can create your visualizations that go along with it, the things that are going to help you to really step into that new life and that new way of being and new way of thinking, all of the things. So it really is what feels best for you, because it might be different for people. Work differently, they operate differently. So you can create a vision board, and that could be an in-person sort of vision board. A lot of people will do that with friends or family and kind of make like a crafting day out of it, and it can be fun to go through different magazines or print off different photos and things like that go along with each section. And that's the other thing, is sectioning things out. And again, if you're trying to prioritize, then maybe make that one the centerpiece and what's going to stand out the most. But when you are creating visuals like that, whether it's a board or a video or whatever, if it is a visual, then it needs to really speak to you and your style. And if it's body goals, then it needs to look like your dream body but still looks like you. Obviously, if I'm trying to create my dream body and I know that I don't want to get surgery, then I can't just choose people that look absolutely nothing like me. It needs to be similar to my body type. Just my body type that is like peak level, she looks amazing. That's how that kind of needs to go. Same with skincare, hair, all of the things. It needs to resemble you. You can't just do someone that's totally outside of where you are at, because that is definitely not going to help land in your mind, your subconscious, that this is me. This is the version of myself that I am working towards, because it looks nothing like you. So it's just going to be like, oh, there's that baddie. Instead of, oh, that's future me. And some people will even put their heads, their faces onto that dream body. And I mean, if that's helpful for you. But again, make it things that really fit your own personal aesthetic. For me, I really obviously like the more darker aesthetics, like a dark academia kind of vibe, versus that everything white, everything beige, everything like with pink everywhere. Like that just is not my personal style. So it just doesn't really reflect what I would go for, so it's not going to really land well. And same goes for your lifestyle category. If you create one of those, if you're not really after luxury life in the sense of luxury with chasing like designer bags, designer watches, private jets, and things like that, if that's not something that you really care about, then don't put that in your lifestyle section. A lot of people will do that just because they feel like it's just part of the process and you just have to. But if that's not what you're after, that if that's not your aesthetic either, then it's not going to work well for you. You need to make sure that everything is entirely your style, your aesthetic. And if you're not sure about that within yourself, if you don't know what your own style is, if you don't know what your aesthetic is, if you don't know, then you have to start there. You have got to start with learning yourself and what that is for you. If you know that you would rather have a homestead over a private jet, then don't add the private jet just because private jet can symbolize money. But so can a homestead. You have to have money to be able to create that. So put the things on there that is for you personally. And if you are in a partnership and you don't really have the same sort of aesthetics, but you're creating this together, these visions together and this dream life together, then there is obviously going to have to be some compromise, but sit and work that out together before you start creating the visuals. That way you're on the same page before you go through that process, and then make sure that the visuals do align with both what you both want. And it could be good to create a board together, or you can do one together and as individuals as well, or just make sure that if you have one board, you've got stuff for yourself, like your own self-care, your own needs, and then they've got theirs. So if it's a woman going for her dream body and her fitness goals, her health goals, that's going to be different than his. So just keep them separate and it's fine. It can still be done. It's actually really great for couples to be able to do these things together, because these are setting up life goals together and you're sharing a life together. So you want it to be in alignment with each other, and having things written down and having the visuals can be really great to do that, and so much fun to do together, and really just kind of becoming a power couple in that way, because you are working towards the same goals and you know what each other's goals are, so you can support each other in those endeavors. So yeah, having a vision board can be really good. Some people like to have it online and some people like to have it in person. I think I already mentioned that. And then if you create a video, it's the same sort of thing, and you can use the photos on a video and just add a song or a guided meditation, or you all talking about what that dream life is and really naming them. You can make it rhyme if you want to feel extra witchy about it as well. And it really does need to feel like a ritual and a spell, and like you are moving into that timeline. It exists in your desires because it's yours. It's already yours. You're just moving towards it and making it happen in real life. And videos can help because we are so used to short form video content that can really connect well with how our brains are operating on this new thing that we're doing now. And guided meditations are very helpful. Manifestation songs can be helpful. And just what is it that you can do already that is in alignment with your goals and your dreams and how to make them a reality? What can you already do now that is part of your dream self? And that needs to be added in as well. So the smaller goals as well as the bigger goals as well. So as we move through this dream life methodologies, just know that you can absolutely, the visuals are great. Don't